What's up, guys? Today on People Now.
Hello, Facebook Live. Fallon and Sylvester Stallone's daughters are ready for their Golden Globes debut.
Big burning questions today. Has Adele secretly tied the knot with her longtime love, Simon?
Are Amber Rose and Val Schmirkovsky in love?
Are mini babies in Amy Duggar King's future?
And yesterday I tried playing with him, and I'm like, come on, come on. And he got up and he ran in the other direction.
Poor Mustard Face. The 40-year-old turtle just wants to hibernate.
So what's the hitch?
The People pet vet is in and making a diagnosis.
Plus,
Stop your crying. This woman says Delta Airlines asked her to leave first class because of her crying baby.
we've got the story coming up right now. Let's go. Good morning, guys. Welcome to People Now. We are streaming live on people.com and Facebook Live. Welcome. Glad to have you. We want to hear from you today. We have lots of celebrity news, of course, to get to, but we are kicking things off with an inspiring story that's given us all weight loss goals, inspiration, workout goals, the whole thing. A woman discovered that her husband, who she had been dating since she was 17, was cheating on her. You probably heard about this story. Everyone's talking about it. After that, Betsy Ayala was motivated to lose over 100 pounds. This mom always struggled with her weight and throughout her 20s weighed between 200 and 210 pounds. Her new healthy lifestyle includes a clean diet free of junk food, soda, processed food, but makes an exception for a cheat meal once a week, which is good. Everyone, let's hear it for the cheat meal. After hearing Betsy's weight loss story, though, we want to know what you think. What has motivated your own personal weight loss? That's our Facebook question of the day for you. Leave your comments. We're going to be reading them live later on in the show. But for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today.
Have you seen the video? It's sickening. It's sickening. You know, it makes you wonder what would make individuals treat somebody like that. You know, so I've been a cop for 28 years, and I've seen things that you shouldn't see in a lifetime. But it still amazes me how you still see things that you just shouldn't. So I'm not going to say it shocked me, but it was sickening.
Yeah, sad story. 4 people were arrested in connection with the beating of a man in Chicago after the gruesome attack was broadcast on Facebook Live Tuesday. The 30-minute video taken by one of the female suspects shows a white man tied up, his mouth covered, cowering in a corner of a room. His attackers, all African-American, surround him laughing and shouting F Donald Trump and F white people as they kick and punch him before cutting his forehead with a knife. Police say the 18-year-old victim, who is mentally disabled, knew at least one of the suspects from the school and that charging them with a hate crime is a possibility. In a press conference Wednesday night, Chicago Police Captain Stephen Sesso explained how the victim and suspects were discovered. Watch this.
The officers working hand in hand were able to put together the fact that the individual they encountered in distress was missing from one of our suburbs and considered an endangered missing. The address they found this individual at coincides with the address of the arrest of several individuals. So during the course of talking to this individual who was in distress, they were able to determine the location was most likely one and the same. That the individuals that were currently detained were responsible in some way, shape, or form for injury and or maltreatment to this victim.
Man, such a sad story. Our thoughts go out to the victim who's recovering from the attack and his family. Stay on people.com for all the latest on this investigation. All right, guys, here's a situation I think every parent can definitely relate to. I know I can. Crying babies on planes and angry passengers. Now, recently, mom Ariel Noas Charnas was asked by a flight attendant to leave her first-class seat due to her crying baby. Ariel, a fashion blogger, and her husband boarded their Delta Airlines flight from New York City to Los Angeles with 9-month-old baby girl Ruby, but before the flight took off, the baby became overwhelmed and could not fall asleep. This happens. Like most sleepy infants, she reacted by, quote, screaming crying. Ariel explained in an Instagram post that since the fashion blogger and her husband had anticipated that Ruby might need some extra space on the 6-hour flight, they purchased first-class seats so they could lay her down and lay down with her, but baby Ruby's crying made some passengers very unhappy, and about 10 minutes later, a flight attendant approached her and her daughter to move to the back of the plane because of the first-class passengers' complaints. Ariel explained on Instagram saying, "Give up our seats that we paid for and move? As if the people in the back didn't matter. I started crying because I was so stressed and anxious, and instead of the stewardess being helpful and compassionate, she instead made the situation worse. I don't know what's right and wrong when it comes to flying with a baby, but after telling a few people the story, they were in shock." And in response to the incident, a Delta spokesperson told People, "Delta flight attendants are trained to provide safe transport and excellent customer service. We fully support all passengers traveling in the class of service for which they've paid." Now, in the end, Ariel refused to leave her first class seats. Go Ariel, that's exactly right. And eventually, baby Ruby fell asleep, and the mom says she was, quote, "a dream" for the rest of the flight. Have you ever experienced anything like this? We would love to know your story on Facebook. I have just traveled with 2 kids. It's the most stressful thing ever. By the way, Louis C.K. has this great bit about this, how passengers that are mad act like it's happening to them. It's like, there's a mom with a baby. It's happening to her, not you. Anyway, I could go all day. Moving on to this. I'd like to take a moment to send my love to Adele. Can you help me with sending my love to Adele? Yeah, send my love. It's the song. That's how it sounds. All right. The worldwide superstar Adele is rumored to be married to longtime boyfriend Simon Konecki after both were recently spotted wearing what appears to be wedding bands. So far, Adele's rep has no comment on the speculation that they tied the knot in secret, but here's what we know about the couple so far. Adele and Simon met in 2011, and she first addressed their relationship in a blog post from January 2012, which has since been deleted. In June of that year, she announced that she and Simon were expecting a child, and on October 19th, 2012, she gave birth to a boy named Angelo. In November of 2015, Adele told 60 Minutes Australia, "Being in such an amazing relationship with someone that's so there for me and so loyal and is really part of my core now, that's what made me write about everything I've ever done because I've got his love." She added, "It's only because of Simon and our kid that I'm all right." In October of 2016, the couple celebrated their 5th anniversary, and Simon surprised Adele by slipping pink confetti with sweet messages into the normal confetti that typically rains down on her and her fans at the end of one of her concerts. Very smooth move that I will try to copy for my next big anniversary, but would probably just mean me like throwing confetti because I don't have a confetti machine. Anyway, congrats to the rumored newlyweds, if they are indeed married, and if they aren't, well, happy 2017.
I would love if they were.
Me too.
Huge fan.
Do it, guys, just for us.
I know.
Nothing else. All right, so here we go. Earlier, we were talking about Betsy Ayala's inspiring weight loss
Which is
story.
amazing.
It's really amazing. She lost over 100 pounds after she found out that her husband, who she had dated since she was 17, was cheating on her. So we are asking you, what has motivated your own weight loss?
Yes.
All right, the Facebook comments kick off here.
And Christine writes, "Well, I want to be healthy and I want to look good and I want to be able to get my confidence back. 2017, I can do this."
I
love
we're with
that.
you.
So
Yes.
Betsy's kind of inspiring other people to,
Yeah.
get with it.
Becky writes this, "I have lost 40 plus pounds. My motivation was always my health and my family."
Yes.
Yeah, family definitely a motivator, and obviously everyone has their own sense of
I
motivation.
mean, I feel like the best form of revenge is a revenge body. Really.
I mean, it's...
If you have someone that cheated on you, like, why not get in shape and then,
My goodness.
sorry, this is what you're missing out on. So
I mean,
way to go, Betsy.
Whatever works, right?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't always have to be that, but I feel like that was Betsy's avenue, and she really nailed it.
People are rallying behind her
Yes.
because it really is like this ultimate, like, sort of stick it to you kind of thing.
Yes.
All right, keep the comments coming on Facebook. We want to hear from you. And Andrea, even more trending
Yes.
news today.
Check this out.
I will say this, I'll give you a little scoop. The opening is going to be fun. The Golden Globes have never done a sketch cold opening film piece, and we've been working on it for months and months and months, and we have a lot of good cameos, and it's based on a film, and it's good TV stars, and it's musicians, and it's fun, and just watch the opening. I'm really proud of it, and we worked really hard on it.
Well, getting excited, that's Jimmy Fallon, host of Sunday night's Golden Globe Awards, giving us a little tease into what we can expect for the big award show opening number. And man, we cannot wait to see what it is. On Wednesday, the Tonight Show host was rehearsing for the big night alongside this year's Miss Golden Globe, well, 3 of them this time, Sylvester Stallone's daughters, Sistine, Scarlett, and Sophia. They all rolled out the red carpet and practiced some poses in anticipation for their glammed up night. Now, what exactly is the hardest part about being Miss Golden Globe? And are the 3 beauties ready for their star-studded night? Here's what they had to say.
I guess just preparing, finding the dresses, the hair and makeup, and that takes so much more work than we expected. That is so time-consuming.
Also walking down the red carpet with each other as a whole family, because we really haven't been that exposed to the media, and I think that was like the first huge milestone for all of us. I was like, yeah, we exist. We have been in the media from premieres and my dad's stuff, but my mom really enforces education, so she was like, you know what, we want to keep you grounded, so go to school. And we're all pretty mature, and we know how it goes, and we've watched and we learned and we've dealt with it, and so I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love the Globes. Award season is in full swing. I know personally I'm excited to see some Ryan Gosling on the carpet. Ladies, am I right? But we want to know, what about you, Facebook? So let us know who you will be waiting for on the red carpet in the comments. All right, moving on to this. If you're looking for the latest fashionista that's setting tons of new trends, you will never guess who it is. Matt Lauer, yes! The Today Show host shocked everybody when he unbuttoned his dress shirt collar to reveal that he was rocking a man choker underneath. The morning show host surprised his fellow co-hosts with the fashion-forward look, including Katie Couric, who's filling in as a guest co-host. So we want to know, what do you think of Matt's choker? Personally, I like it. I'm wearing a choker. Why can't a man rock a choker? Maybe Jeremy can test it out.
I would love to wear yours.
Okay, we'll try that later maybe. Stay tuned, because we'll be checking out your responses to our Facebook question of the day.
All right, guys, moving on to this. We are following the Royals this morning, and I'm very excited, of course, as always, to be joined by People Now's royal correspondent, the lovely and honorable Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you,
Good
Jeremy.
to see you.
Good to see you.
I know you had a great time on your holiday, and we'll catch up on all that after this, okay? Let's talk about the important stuff. Queen Elizabeth, she's been battling quite the illness this holiday season. Her annual train trip to Sandringham for Christmas was canceled. She was forced to drop out of the royal family's annual walk to church on Christmas morning as she continued to recover, and she missed this New Year's church service as she continues to battle illness. Now, People has learned there are no official future engagements listed for the Queen yet, but she may be seen heading to church on Sunday if she is well enough. Imogen, is the Queen going to be okay? When can we expect to see the Queen again?
Okay, the Queen has always enjoyed robust health, and her mother lived to 101, which is why there's been such concern that she's missed two very important dates in her calendar.
Yeah.
She is, however, 90, and as we know, it does often take older people longer to recover from colds and flu. Princess Anne has remarked that the Queen is feeling better. Buckingham Palace has said that she is continuing to recuperate and is keeping up with her regular red boxes of official papers. Plus, the Queen just presented Ray Wheaton, the Queen's page of the Chambers, with an official honour. So it looks like everything is moving in the right direction. Phew.
Yeah, well, we certainly hope so, and wish her the best. Now, Imogen, there is a royal birthday celebration coming up. The Royal Duchess of Cambridge, Princess Kate, turns 35 this year on Monday, January 9th. I'm sure the royal mother of the adorable Prince George and Princess Charlotte will celebrate in style, as she always does. Imogen, can you talk about some of the royal princess's biggest milestone moments since we've been really aware of her?
I would say the moment she caught Prince William's eye and went from friend to something more at that fashion show at St Andrews University back in 2002.
Big moment for sure.
Then when her prince finally put a ring on it after 8 years of dating in 2010, plus all those magical moments with the royal wedding, on the steps of St Mary's Hospital with her kids, too many to count. The wonderful thing about Princess Kate is how she manages to keep it real and royal at the same time.
She does a great job, and we love every moment of it. I'm sure Prince William and her two royal children will make Princess Kate's birthday very special. Let's move on, though, to Sweden's royal palace. There's been talk about Sweden's royal palace being the ultimate haunted mansion. It's true, or at least Queen Sylvia thinks so. The Queen of Sweden says the royal palace is haunted by, quote, friendly ghosts. Imogen, have you ever heard about this royal haunted mansion, or do you know any thrilling stories related to hauntings that you can share with us?
I'm going to go back to the UK here, where we've
Okay.
had monarchy for hundreds and hundreds of years. There are ghosts in the majority of royal residences.
Oh.
The rear terrace of Buckingham Palace is supposedly haunted by the ghost of an enchained monk.
I'm scared.
The ghost of John Brown, Queen's Victoria favourite, regularly walks the corridors of Balmoral Castle in his kilt. And Prince Charles experienced unexplained sudden blasts of cold air during a stay at Sandringham in the 1980s. Although that house is supposedly very drafty.
Maybe
So
the
I'm not
window is
quite
open.
sure about that.
We
Prince
don't
Charles.
know, but we'll go with it was a friendly ghost,
Yeah.
hopefully. On that note, there is never, obviously, a dull moment for the royals. We'd like to wish Princess Kate, though, a very happy 35th birthday, sending our best wishes to the Queen to get well soon as well. And we're going to close out this royal record by taking a look back at Queen Elizabeth II's major moments in her reign. Thank you, Imogen. Good to see you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Watch this. All right, moving on to this. Our People pet vet, Evan Anson, has seen it all, from iguanas and snakes to alligators and pythons. But one of his latest patients, a 40-year-old tortoise named Mustard Face, gave Evan a bit of a challenge after chowing down on some sand. I'm guessing probably not the best meal option for a middle-aged reptile. Then again, I don't know what they eat. Fortunately, though, Evan was there to save the day, and his quick treatment of Mustard Face is our Toyota People Pick of the Day. If you just can't get enough of our hunky vet, Andrea, did you write this? Make sure to check out people.com for all the latest on Evan's surgeries and pet advice. But first, gotta check on our buddy Mustard Face. Take it away, Hunky Evan.
Mustard Face came in today because she's not been eating over the last few days, and I think that's because she's getting ready for hibernation.
Well, he was eating a little bit after we started doing the feedings, but now he's like, he started stop eating again for the past 4 days.
Because usually he at least eats his, at a minimum, will eat the romaine lettuce. And now it's hard to even get the romaine in again.
And now he's had like a personality change, and he started getting really pissed off at me.
He's getting grumpy.
Yeah.
And I like, usually he'll come when I call him, and yesterday I tried playing with him, and I'm like, come on, come on. And he literally got up and he ran in the other direction.
Ran away from her. No, it was really...
He was booking it, huh?
I mean,
yeah,
it was
like I've not seen him go so fast.
I mean, it's tough to say whether or not we should let him go to hibernation because how much of that gravelin stuff's still in him. You know, and if it is, I get a little bit nervous about him going to hibernation because that stuff's going to trap food and could be irritating to the gut over the course of the winter. What do you guys think about taking an x-ray and seeing what things look like with the gravel and everything?
I suppose we should.
Yeah.
And then we'll just kind of take it from there, and you know, if it looks like a lot of that stuff's cleared out or if it looks like we're seeing improvement, maybe we can consider hibernating him.
Okay.
So here's today's x-ray of Mustard Face. Really what I'm noticing here that I'm a little bit concerned about is these white areas, these what we call opacities. And so what this is just gravel and sand accumulation. Very common with tortoises in our house and backyards. And so this is today's x-ray. It's actually a big improvement. I think we're improved enough to the point where we can go ahead and hibernate. This guy's 40 years old, and to try to not have him hibernate this year can be really challenging. I think we're gonna be okay, and it's just not worth trying to force him to eat and do everything he doesn't want to do when he just wants to sleep for the winter. Hey guys, thanks for being patient. The x-rays do look improved. I mean, he's not totally clear, but let's just give him a chance to hibernate.
Okay.
I think that's the next step here.
Okay, cool.
And and you guys have done that. It's not your first rodeo, so you know, I think when he comes back out of hibernation, it's going to be important to manage him how you were going into hibernation, and that's with the high water content foods and the soaks, because he still has some crap in there that we want to get out once he wakes up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this was a unique case because we've been working with this tortoise because it had somewhat of a gravel sand impaction, meaning it consumed a lot of gravel and sand over the years. And so we were working to try to relieve that and get that out of his system. And we've seen a lot of improvement. And I think the tortoise is in a good place now to go into hibernation. And then, you know, come like next spring, resume its normal lifestyle, just like any desert tortoise would, any California desert tortoise.
I think we can all agree that we wish Mustard Face all the best. Stay with us. Hear the inspiring story from our Thursday heroes and how they are helping families with babies in the NICU. Plus, it's our Facebook Live question of the day. This woman lost 100 pounds after she found out her husband was cheating on her. We want you to share your own motivation story with us right now on Facebook Live.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Amy Duggar King is related to a little family that you may have heard of, the Duggars. And now we all know that family has a lot of kids, so when Amy and her husband Dylan King stopped by People Now, I wanted to find out if they are talking about having kids of their own anytime soon. Watch this.
We have talked about it.
We've merged in that bubble.
Are you merged in a bubble? Were you slower to the merge?
I don't know if I was slower.
He
I
asked
think
me
she is
3 months into marriage. He was like, I want a baby.
Yeah,
And I was
you were
like,
like, pump the brakes.
yeah. So I mean, we talked about it. We want to, obviously, if we could choose, we'd like to have boys.
Yeah.
But
That's a roll of the dice.
yeah.
Of course, right?
Yeah.
Any time
always.
frame here?
I don't think we have a time frame, really. Do we? Sooner than later.
Sooner than later.
Sooner than later. Sooner or later.
If you reveal tomorrow on your Instagram that you're currently pregnant and you didn't tell me today, I'm going to be so mad. I will be angry. I will be literally.
Are you going to tweet me?
I'm going to tweet
hate
you.
Mail?
No more hate mail.
Hate
No
mail?
more hate
I would
mail.
never bully anyone on social media. So, are you pregnant right now? Just say it.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right.
I'll take a test when I get home.
So, back on Baby Town. Just
Baby
in
Town.
general, there is
Love
always
baby.
baby news coming out of the Duggar
Always.
clan, and so there's recent baby news. Does that
Yeah.
make you want to have a baby more? Will you be sort of like, I don't know, encountering their babies a little more to kind of get your feel, or what?
I have a lot of baby time when I
Yeah.
go over to
Yeah.
see everybody. The family is growing, and it will probably be growing with us.
Sooner than later.
How do you do with the babies?
You know, I
Are you
don't
a
know.
baby guy,
I've never
or you-
been really like a kid person.
Okay.
But it's not because of a kid though. It's more because like they're not my kid, and I see him screaming in Walmart,
Right.
you know, and I'm like,
And just
shut
angry.
the kid up.
Shut the kid up, right.
Like shut him up.
I
Not
can't
in a
wait.
bad way, not
I
in a bad
can't
way.
wait for you to have a kid. Yeah. Okay. You just don't want the kid to cry. Let me just turn it off. real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
All right. Like,
Yeah,
'cause
so
that's
it's gonna be great.
Like a remote
It's gonna
control.
Do you want to have a big family like the rest of? I mean, you kind of the stage is set for a big family.
I
It seems like the
mean,
expectation might be there.
You know, my cousins asked me when I was over there for Christmas, is it We Three Kings yet?
Oh.
And I'm like, no. But no, I don't think so. Like,
I think we're thinking like one, like two or three.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's
Normal size.
Normal size.
Easy.
Right, okay. Yeah. And
A little easy.
It's time now to meet some real-life heroes among us. Kate Crawford, Stephanie Olivares, and Corinne Nava found strength in each other after they faced a deadly diagnosis of their newborns. They went on to start Project Sweet Peas. It's a nonprofit that helps support families who have infants facing the neonatal intensive care units, or NICU. The organization provides care packages to families while their children are being treated, or bereavement boxes to the families that have lost their child. Well, two of the founders, Stephanie and Corinne, are joining us live this morning. Ladies, how are you doing?
Good. How are you
Good.
this
Thank
morning?
you for having us.
I'm good. Thanks for joining us. Well, Stephanie, you met Corinne and Kate after all three of you had children with congenital diaphragmatic hernias, and you found strength by talking with each other online. So when did you realize that the support you gave each other was something you wanted to provide for everyone facing the same struggles that you all went through?
Well, I think we all came together, through Gabe, Shannon, and of course my daughter Shelby. We were such a good, the three of us supported each other so much. We felt that we could offer it to other families, that had babies in the NICU that were struggling. And I think our biggest thing was we wanted to let them know, they were never alone. We had been there, we had, helped each other through many rough times, and that we wanted to give of ourselves and give it to other people, other families that were going through the same struggles that we had gone through.
Yeah, and Corinne, you started the organization in 2009, so flash forward to 2017, you have 18 divisions across the country, which is amazing. What has the response been like from the families that you've been helping?
The response has been really overwhelmingly positive. It really inspires us and motivates us to keep going with this. Our core program has always been our NICU care package, and the families that have received the care package often come back and say that they could tell that it was put together by someone that had been through this experience. It was things that they might not have realized that they need, but that they really did, need and appreciate. It was empowers families and gives them the tools to, get through a very difficult time.
I love that, and I also love the name for this organization. Stephanie, what gave you all the idea that Sweet Peas should be the name for this?
Well, it came up, Kate actually she's very artistic and she's very thoughtful. She had drawn a pea pod with 3 babies in it, and I actually still have the original drawing. I don't know if you can actually see it.
Oh yes, we can see that.
But that's the original drawing. That is Shannon, Gabe, and Shelby. And Kate drew that for us years and years ago. So we came up with that, that's our inspiration, our 3 sweet peas. So that's how we came up, with the name and what our, what we wanted to do to try to help families.
Oh, that's incredible. And Corinne, so what are some events coming up for Project Sweet Peas? I mean, where can people get out and give their support?
So our local divisions have events throughout the year, and there's more information about that consistently on our website. But in March, we actually have our largest annual fundraiser. It's the 7th annual Plunge for Preemies. And the main event is located in Rhode Island, where people will raise money and dress up in costume and jump into the frigid ocean water. We have a post-plunge party, but we also, as part of that, have our plunge challenge, which anyone can take anywhere, anytime between now and March 18th. And to do that, you just register online and go and find a place to jump in the water. It could be a river, a lake, a cold shower, wherever there's somewhere cold to jump. And if you can take a video of it, share it on Facebook, encourage your friends, and anyone who registers and raises a minimum of $20 will send a t-shirt as a thank you.
I could do the shower one. That one, I think that's the easiest of all those things. What are some ways that parents who have children in the NICUs and are looking for that strength, how can they get support from Project Sweet Peas?
Well, there's many options.
Yeah.
I don't know which one to talk.
Corinne, how about you?
Sure, sorry about that. We have our NICU care package program, which is always kind of our base and our bones. And anyone who's not in a hospital that we already provide these to can go on our website and request one. In addition to that, we actually started a couple years ago a financial assistance program. So if anyone's struggling with, getting to and from the NICU with transportation or food or lodging, they can request a little bit of emergency assistance funds. And we have an online support group through Facebook where parents can connect with each other, ask questions, share milestones, things of that nature.
All right, well, Corinne and Stephanie, thank you so much for everything and everything you're doing. And for more information, please visit projectsweetpeas.com.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told people her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are people's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful people. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
It's that time again. The stars are on the move, and we're following them in today's edition of Star Treks. Well, the queen of social media has finally made her return. Kim Kardashian, who took a 3-month hiatus following her Paris robbery attack back in October, posted her very first selfie of 2017 on Snapchat. Mom Kris Jenner made a special cameo appearance in the background of the photo, and Kim can be seen sporting the lip ring she proudly wore Christmas Eve. Looking good, girl. And moments before sharing her very first New Year's selfie, Kim posted this photo of ripped jeans with the caption torn. We're not sure if Kim is talking about her jeans or her return to social media, but either way, we are very happy she is feeling better and back to her old ways. Well, besides returning to Snapchat, Kim made her Instagram comeback on Tuesday, posting this sweet photo with hubby Kanye and her 2 adorable kids, North and St. West. Her Twitter return came a day later when she posted this pic with her 1-year-old baby boy, Saint. Kim captioned the photo, "My son," with a cute heart emoji. I think we can all agree that we heart this photo as well. Kim's full-force return to social media is one that many expected. A source telling Entertainment Tonight on Wednesday, it was time for Kim to get back on social media and back to work. That is a huge part of her career. It was time to get back to normal, but she's feeling really good and strong. She had 3 months off and was able to spend an amazing chunk with her kids and husband Kanye. I don't think she would trade that in for anything, but she is ready to get back into her routine and back into the swing of things. Well, we are loving all the new photos and videos of the reality star, so keep them coming, Kim. All right, moving on to some romance news. Is love in the air for Amber Rose and Val Schmarkovsky? On Wednesday, Amber shared this photo on Instagram, planting a big ol' kiss on boyfriend Val. Woo-woo! Although the model and Dancing with the Stars pro have been dating just a few months, Amber captioned the photo, "My love." So pretty clear, things are heating up quickly between the duo. Val and Amber, who met after Amber competed on season 23 of Dancing with the Stars with Val's older brother Max, have not been shy about sharing their affections on social media. In October, people reported the two were spotted getting cozy at a birthday party. The relationship turned official in December, a source revealing to People Amber and Val are solid and in a good place. Amber, who has a 3-year-old son with ex-husband Wiz Khalifa, expressed her feelings towards Val during her Loveline podcast on Wednesday, telling her co-host, "It's been 4 months and I love his family and everyone is great. Right now, it's just absolutely amazing and I'm super, super happy." Well, we are also super, super happy for the cute couple. Congrats, Val and Amber. All right, moving on to this. Like father like daughter. Bindi Irwin channeled late father Steve Irwin while feeding a crocodile at the Australia Zoo on Wednesday. Bindi posted the very brave video on Instagram, writing, "Super excited to start school holiday shows today in the Australia Zoo. Crocoseum with my beautiful mom and brother. Hope to see you." Well, looks like the 18-year-old conservationist is back to work, officially returning to the zoo after spending New Year's Eve in Tasmania with longtime boyfriend Chandler Powell. Well, before New Year's, Chandler and Bindi joined Bindi's mother Terry and brother Robert for the 10th annual Steve Irwin Gala dinner in Brisbane, Australia. Bindi and Robert both spoke at the gala, which honored Steve Irwin's impactful legacy in the wildlife field. Great to see Chandler being so supportive there. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
All right, guys, so we first told you about Betsy Ayala's stunning 100-pound weight loss after she found out her husband was cheating on her. We asked you what has motivated your own personal weight loss. We have some of your comments from Facebook.
Yes, Bethan writes, good for her. Guess she will be the one laughing in the end. She is beautiful. She will be the one laughing in the
Absolutely.
end.
Laura writes, lost 80 pounds and won $25,000. Good for you.
How'd you win? That's amazing.
How do
That's
any
an
of
amazing
us do
story.
that,
Let us know how you won $25,000 and how we can do that.
Yeah, find us on like our direct message on Twitter. All right.
Kathy writes, my weight loss is motivated by my kids.
Yeah, family always strong there. Shelly writes, turned 40 in July. I am down 100 pounds since December 2015. I quit smoking too. 40 never felt so good. Good for you.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
All right, so some other comments on some of our headlines that we've had throughout the show. We love that you guys are sending these in. We asked, who are you most excited to see at the Golden Globes on Sunday?
I am, Ryan Gosling. Chris writes, Jimmy Fallon is so fun. I'm really stoked about Jimmy Fallon. That's going to be really
fun. And even watching the footage of him like rolling out that red carpet,
gets you really excited.
Everything's just so funny. And I'm very excited. And we're going to be doing it. We have our live show Sunday nights.
On Sunday, so definitely tune in.
People.com and the Pin Network.
We also asked what you thought of Matt Lauer's Man Choker, which I want Jeremy to try.
We'll see what I can do with maybe one of those two. I'm just maybe the top one without the jewel. All right, Anna writes, thumbs down. She used the thumbs down emoji, people. I mean, that's big time.
Like
she does not like the Matt Lauer.
But Carmen says, thumbs up to the Man Choker.
You know what? I saw during that story on the Today Show, I saw other footage of like a man choker that was really like a hanky that was kind of wrapped around.
Okay.
That one I can see.
You got to take risks, people. I like that he's taking a risk.
Yeah, but take risks under advisement. Anyway, some of our other stories got you talking this morning as well. Kelly writes, Queen Elizabeth is so classy.
Yes,
we definitely agree with you, Kelly.
Yeah, Lonnie, I don't think anyone could disagree with that. Lonnie writes from south of Detroit, the Motor City where it is gray and cold. I'm like that tortoise. I would like to hibernate this gray winter away.
That tortoise, I mean, hopefully that tortoise hibernation is going to be good, even though it's got sand.
It's very cold here too, Lonnie,
yeah,
so we
Lonnie.
definitely agree with you.
Yeah, it's freezing. Although you guys have probably had more in Detroit, Lonnie, but I'm waiting for the big New York snow. We haven't had that yet.
If it's going to be cold, you might as well have beautiful snow.
Go sledding once, and then away with that. Let's get into the summer. All right, guys, it's so great to talk to you today, but coming up tomorrow, Real Housewife Kyle Richards is revealing how her childhood inspired a new TV show, and it's Fashion Friday with the one and only Taraji P. Henson.
Yes, thanks for watching, and for now, we leave you with one last thing from Amy and Dylan King. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Amy Duggar King from WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp, and this is one last thing. The last song that was stuck in my head, it's that one about the Range Rover, like, baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover. Last time I was inspired was basically this morning. I have a t-shirt line coming out that's gonna be comfy and cozy, and I'm really excited about it, called Sweet Rochelle. The last meal I cooked was for New Year's. We had tons of people over, and I did a huge entire feast, and I don't wanna cook for a while.